Hi, everyone. The angels wanted me to come on here and kind of, I don't channel the way everybody else does, or not everybody else, but I channel differently than you see most people channel. I'm totally aware, and sometimes, sometimes you'll even see me going, huh, what, huh? I'm supposed to say this? But so, um, the angels send me pictures and tell me what to say, and I just say it. So here I am. I'm going to try to do this. There is a reason why I like to channel and then go over it and then um, post it or video it. But we're going to try it this way because the angels want me to. So, um, just quiet my mind a little bit here to get started. The angels want us to be authentic. God wants us to be authentic. This is what we were sent here for, to be our true selves. We became slaves to others a very, very long time ago. Um, you can go way, 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 way back to the Greeks and the Romans, and they had slaves. They um, had different ways of making sure that the people around them paid them money to so they could survive, and the people around them had to work and earn and do so they could survive. They didn't survive very well. And even today, this same um, I hear abstract, but it's not abstract. The same structure has continued to happen, and it keeps happening. And we are in a time now when those who are in power are trying harder than ever to gain control of anything and everything that we do, and they want a one world order. They want to be able to control us, to know that we are working for them. And in this, it's the same old story that it always and forever has been. But God wants us to break free of this. God wants us to be authentic. He wants us to follow our heart, follow our spirit, to be that authentic, innocent person we were sent here to be happy, to love each other and help each other. And this is what's going to make our lives and everybody's lives around us much better. We, and this is something that the 1% are trying to avoid. They see us becoming more and more spiritual, more and more independent, less and less dependent upon them. And they don't want this. They want to force us into dependency upon them, that we can't eat, we can't have a home, We can't have a job. We can't have anything unless it is what they want us to have. And we need to join forces with each other and learn to trade and barter and to help each other, support each other, start doing something about the homelessness and the hungry people, knowing that it's going to be getting worse and worse and worse in the next few months. Um, there will be more and more people being homeless, more and more people being hungry, less and less food to share amongst the people. And we need to start reaching out to each other and helping each other and loving on each other and caring about each other. And don't let anything get in your way of helping each other. And if you need help, reach out, tell people, I need some help. I don't know how to cook. How am I going to feed my family when I go to the store and the items that I want to purchase are either so expensive I can't afford them, or they are made of products that are making us sick, or they just aren't even available anymore. So there are more and more people on Facebook and on YouTube and Instagram and other programs that are sharing their ideas and abilities to cook and bake and make things out of almost nothing. Um, I just made some bread today um, by making my own sourdough starter. I just took a jar and I put a cup of flour in it and a cup of water, and I stirred it up, and I put a cloth cover with a rubber band on the quart jar, and I set it aside. And each evening, every 24 hours, I would check it and watch for little bubbles in the starter. Now, when I first started, I knew that I was doing something I wasn't supposed to. Leave it to me. Because all I had was bleached flour. And they tell you don't use bleached flour, don't use city water because it has chlorine in it. Chlorine will kill the bacteria that you need to create the starter. So you want to use either wheat flour or white flour that's unbleached. And you also want to use filtered water. Oh, well, they say that's the best. Just use filter or distilled water. So I use filtered water. I did start out with the bleached flour, and it actually really went wild. um, the reason it went wild is I added a few caraway seeds to it, and the caraway seeds made it really go. Um, and it gives it a unique flavor. It's actually very nice, but you don't want to put too many in. Maybe no more than 20 seeds. And so each night you want to feed your starter, and you put in another. Well, I put in another half cup of flour and half cup of water and stir it up and cover it again and leave it sit. Supposedly within 7 days, your starter is ready to use. You can find different recipes for this online, but I didn't really want to make this a cooking cooking thing. The angels are taking me here. Um, but it's just as simple as that. Within 1 to 2 weeks, you can have a starter that you can use. And, it was 1 cup of starter and 1 cup of water and 3 cups of flour. I mixed that up and put, I don't know, like a teaspoon of salt, maybe little more than a teaspoon, and just mixed it all up and let it rise overnight. So it sat for a good 12 hours. And, um, but I was able to make it, and it tastes very good, and we really enjoyed it. So, with just a few very simple ingredients, I was able to make bread. And you can use a regular loaf pan, you can use a Dutch oven, you can, make these loaves in just about any vessel that you have available to you. The angels just want us to learn to live simply and to learn to be happy and to realize that we may have to learn new skills. In fact, we absolutely have to learn new skills to be able to survive and to help each other. But we can do this and we will do this. So hang in there and, be authentic, draw, sing, write, um, play. I have started getting my Christmas presents. In fact, I'm about halfway done. I wish I were farther, but I'm about halfway. And the main gift that I'm getting for my husband, and he knows it because he asked for it, is a RC flight simulator. It's $200, but every year for Christmas, I like to get him something like a toy, something that he can enjoy and play with. And, you know, I don't like to get him tools. I don't like to get him just clothes. I will get him clothes, and I will occasionally get him, like last year, I got him these gloves that have lights on the fingers, and I got him a light for that goes on his head, um, because he's a mechanic, so he needs lights. um, but it's important to find and have things that make you happy, that make you smile, that bring you enjoyment and lift your spirits. That's the thing. Lift your spirits. A lot of people are worried about love and that they feel alone and they don't have love. Well, boy, are you wrong. Love is all around you. Angels are everywhere. God is everywhere and in everything. And all we have to do is recognize the love that's around us. Tap into that and let it lift you up and stop worrying about what you don't have and be grateful and appreciative for all the things that you do have. And it's very important that you do these things and you do these things as soon as possible because things in our world are not going to be getting easy anytime soon. So we have to take control and we have to make them easier. And one of the suggestions, the angels would like us to not pay attention to the media. Don't let it scare you. Don't let it lead you in the direction it would like to. Um, the media and the powers that be would like to divide and separate and scare and control. And don't let them. Don't give them that. Keep that for yourself. It's okay. So if you need help, I'm here. I mean, I can't hand out money and I can't, come and I can't take you into my home and I can't come and stay with you and do for you. But myself and many others on YouTube can give you suggestions and ideas and can help you to learn to do for yourself and to learn to be happy and to live and to, just do what your heart and your soul tell you to do. So listen to that and don't let things scare you, even when you have spent hours listening to things that are meant to scare you. Don't let them. So I think that's it for now. Blessings, love, light. Namaste. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you, everyone. Stand tight and don't be afraid.